Hello, good morning, students. Now, today we will just start with our next article from the sinusoidal oscillators. That is the last one. That is Wien bridge oscillator. Now, until now, we have just completed in this unit. We have just see the feedback requirement for the oscillation. We have completed that one. That is Barkhausen criterion. Then the circuit requirement for the oscillator, and then we have studied the Colpitts oscillator, phase shift oscillator, Hartley oscillator, RC oscillator, and the last one that we have to study the Wien bridge oscillator. Now this Wien bridge oscillator, this is also an audio frequency oscillator, AF oscillator. The advantage of this oscillator is that the frequency may be varied over a frequency range of 1:10, whereas in the RC oscillator the frequency cannot be varied. That is, the RC oscillator is a fixed frequency oscillator. म्हणजे आपण जे आतापर्यंत जे ऑसिलेटर बघितले, RC ऑसिलेटर किंवा दुसरे जे बघितले, RC ऑसिलेटरमध्ये काय असतं, दे आर नोन ॲज द फिक्स्ड फ्रिक्वेन्सी ऑसिलेटर. म्हणजे याच्या RC ऑसिलेटरमध्ये वी कॅन नॉट चेंज ऑर व्हॅरी द फ्रिक्वेन्सी. RC ऑसिलेटरमध्ये आपल्याला फ्रिक्वेन्सी चेंज करता येत नाही किंवा व्हॅरी करता येत नाही. बट in case of Wien bridge oscillator, as this is an audio frequency oscillator, the advantage will be that the frequency may be varied over a frequency range of 1:10. So that is the advantage of this oscillator. Now in RC oscillator, both frequency determining network and amplifier introduce a phase change in the signal, and the positive feedback is obtained, and the positive feedback will be obtained. On the other hand, the oscillations may be obtained by arranging the both network and amplifier to introduce zero phase shift, and actually this is the principle of a Wien bridge oscillator. Now in the diagram here, the diagram for Wien bridge network is shown here. Also diagram this is the Wien bridge network is shown here. The upper arm consists of the resistance and the capacitance in series. So this is the upper arm. The upper arm consists of resistance and capacitance in series, while the lower arm of equal resistance and capacitance in parallel. And this is the lower arm. The lower arm of equal resistance and the capacitance in the parallel. So this is the lower arm. The network is supplied from a constant voltage source and is terminated in an infinite impedance. The phase shift and the attenuation introduced by the network can be calculated as follows. So this in the upper arm R1 C1, they are in the series, whereas in the lower arm the C2 and R2 they are in parallel. The upper arm मध्ये काय R1 C1 series मध्ये आणि लोअर आर्ममध्ये C2 आणि R2 काय पॅरललमध्ये. अप्पर आर्मची वरची जी बाजू ती सिरीजमध्ये, वरची बाजू सिरीजमध्ये आणि खालची बाजूची ती लोअर आर्मची पॅरललमध्ये कनेक्शन. द इम्पिडन्स ऑफ पॅरलल RC नेटवर्क इज, that will be given impedance minus R into J upon omega C divided by that will be given by minus R into J upon omega C divided by R minus J upon omega C. And RC series network is, and the RC series network is R minus J upon omega C. Now E0 upon EM, that is the impedance in parallel combination. E0 is the impedance of the parallel combination divided by the total impedance. So this is the equation number 1. So whatever the impedance of the parallel combination, so that will be divided by the total impedance. So we can write the equation minus Rj upon omega C divided by R minus J upon omega C, that is total divided by R minus J by omega C minus Rj upon omega C divided by r minus j upon omega c. Now just simplifying this equation and rearranging the terms, we get the equation like this. So after rearranging and simplifying that equation, we will get the equation minus jr upon omega c divided by r minus j upon omega c square minus jr by omega c. So this is the equation we got from the above equation. From this equation we get this one. So this is the what we got. This is we got the E0 by En, that is impedance of the parallel combination divided by the total impedance. Okay. And the phase shift and the attenuation introduced by the network can be calculated as follows. We have to calculate the phase shift and the attenuation introduced by the network, that we have to calculate. Therefore, we have just find out the impedance of the parallel RC network. Okay. So then from this equation we can write minus, so this much we have to consider only. Okay. So minus jr divided by omega c divided by r square minus 1 upon omega square c square minus 3 jr upon omega c. Now there is a zero phase shift in the terms in the j vanish. Now the phase shift will be 0 if the terms in the j vanishes or vanish, that is r square minus 1 upon omega square c square equal to 0. Therefore we can write omega equal to 1 by rc. What is the equation from this equation? From this equation there is zero phase shift if the terms in the j vanish. So therefore we can write this equation, that is r square minus 1 upon omega square c square equal to 0. Now from this equation we can write omega equal to 1 by rc. You have to solve this equation. So you have to take r square out to this side, or 1 by omega square c square this side. So it will become r square equal to 1 upon omega square c square. And from that equation we get omega equal to 1 by rc. Therefore frequency will be equal to omega equal to 1 by rc. So f equal to what? We get the equation f equal to 1 by f equal to 1 upon 2 pi rc. From the above equation we got f equal to 1 upon 2 pi rc. Again from the equation number 2, this is the equation number 2 here. This is the equation number 2. Okay. From this equation we get E0 by En E0 by En equal to minus jr upon omega c divided by minus 3 jr divided by omega c. So what you get equal to 1 upon 3, 1 by 3. So the maintaining amplifier thus requires a gain just exceeding 3 to sustain oscillation. Now the figure below, or figure number 9, gives the circuit diagram of the Wein oscillator. The amplifier section employs 3 transistors, 2 as the common emitter stages connected in the cathode to give the desired characteristic. The final stage is an emitter follower which gives unity voltage gain for feeding to the frequency, determining network and the output terminals of the oscillators. So this is the actual simplified circuit diagram for the Wein bridge oscillator with the range switching. Okay, so only you have to draw the diagram and write the above equation, that is E0 by E1 En. For writing that, finding out the impedance of the parallel RC network. So that is E0 by E in equal to, we have just calculated that it is equal to 1 by 3, because all the factors in this equation number 4, this one, in this equation they will be getting cancelled, remaining will be 1 by 3. So that means the maintaining amplifier thus requires the gain just exceeding 3 to sustain the oscillation. That is the meaning. So this is a very simple one and easy memory oscillator to understand as compared to the others one. So only you have to draw the diagrams when with network and the simplified circuit diagram of the Venn oscillator with the range switching, and you have to just write the E0 by En, that ratio you have to find out. Okay. Now this is the last section of this last article of this unit third. Now in the examination generally they were asking for the Colpitts oscillator, they will just ask for the condition for the sustained oscillations or frequency, to write the frequency. Suppose if we are studying the Colpitts oscillator, then they will ask to just draw the neat circuit diagram of the Colpitts oscillator and draw the frequency of the Colpitts oscillator, or to find the condition for the sustained oscillations of the Colpitts oscillator. So you have to derive the total equation, draw the circuit diagram neatly, and write the total analysis of this Colpitts oscillator. What is the equation for Colpitts? For the frequency, it will be omega equal to omega 0 divided by under root 1 minus x1 x2 divided by HI HOE, and the condition for the sustained oscillation will be given by as HFE equal to C2 by C1. So already I have just given you all the detailed notes of this all the oscillators. So as at this time the examination will be of MCQ pattern, so you have to just remember only the equations of the condition for sustained oscillations, or the equation for the frequency of the oscillator, that it may be phase shift, RC or Colpitts oscillator, and the circuit diagram also. So with this we have just completed the syllabus unit third. Now in the next, from the next period we will just start with the our last unit. Okay, thank you.